questions. Present simple. Index. 1. Questions with do. 2. Do questions versus statements. 3. Questions with does. 4. Does questions versus statements. 5. Conclusions. Questions with do. Do is used with the subjects I, you, we, and they. Follow these 3 steps to make questions. Start with the auxiliary verb do. Place the subject I, you, we, they after do. Add the base form, infinitive, of the main verb without to. For example, do you like pizza? Statements versus questions with do. I check the departure board for any updates on my flight. Versus. Do I check the departure board for any updates on my flight? Questions with does. Does is used with she, he, it. To make questions, follow these steps. Start with the auxiliary verb does. Place the subject, he, she, it, after does. Add the base form, infinitive, of the main verb without to. This is the structure of a common question with does. Does plus subject plus base form of verb. For example, does she work in the airport? Statements versus questions with does. Statement. The airport staff checks everyone's passports before allowing them to board. The verb check has an S because the airport staff is the third person, it. Question with does. Does the airport staff check everyone's passports before allowing them to board? We use does because the airport staff is the third person, it, and the verb doesn't have the S because questions don't need it. Interesting, isn't it? Conclusions. Do you see the patterns? It's easy. Make sure you know to whom you are directing the question, and use the appropriate auxiliary verb, do, or does, and subject, I, you, we, they, or, she, he, it, for your question. Make some examples freely. Practice makes perfect.